Good afternoon and Jai Hind everyone. Today I am explaining two terms, that is demand schedule and demand curve. Schedule means table. So suppose this schedule is given. Okay, price and in the next column quantity demanded. So the meaning of demand schedule is the table relating to price and quantity demanded. This is a table which is showing the relation between price and quantity demanded. So table relating to price and quantity demanded is called demand schedule. So whatever I am telling in the voice message, please note down in your fair copy the meaning of demand schedule and the meaning of demand curve. Very important for you. So please note down the meaning of these two terms in your fair copy. So I again repeat, two meanings you can write. One you can write like this: the table relating to price and quantity demanded is called demand schedule, or it is the table showing the relation between different quantities of a commodity to be purchased at different prices. So here different quantities are given at the different prices. Suppose at rupees 10 quantity demanded is 12, at rupees 20 quantity demanded is 10 units. So at different prices different quantities are given. So it is a schedule, it is a table showing the relation between the different quantities of a commodity to be purchased at different prices of that commodity. Now if we plot this table on a graph paper like this, on x-axis we can take quantity demanded and on y-axis we take price. Like this, quantity demanded on x-axis and price on y-axis. Suppose at the price of rupees 30 quantity demanded is 8 units. At the price of rupees 30 quantity demanded is 8 units. When the price falls from 30 to 20, quantity demanded increases, because I have already told that there is an inverse relationship between price of a commodity and demand. Suppose the commodity is X. When the price of X commodity increases, its demand falls. And when the price of X commodity falls, its demand increases. So there is an inverse, you can say. Inverse means opposite or negative. Inverse or negative relationship between price and its quantity demanded. So at the price of rupees 30, quantity demanded is 8 units. When the price falls from 30 to 20, demand increases from 8 to 10 units. So at rupees 20, demand is 10 units. And if we join this 2 points A and B, we will get downward sloping demand curve, which is represented by DD. So DD is the downward sloping. This is a downward sloping. Upward sloping is like this, and this is a downward sloping. Why downward sloping demand curve? Because there is an inverse and negative relationship between price and quantity, and it is also known as negatively sloped. So it may be asked in your MCQ like this: demand curve is a positively sloped curve or a negatively sloped curve. So since it is a downward sloping curve showing a negative relation between price and quantity, that is why it is a negatively sloped curve. All the downward sloping curves, they are negatively sloped curve, and upward sloping curve we will discuss later on, they are positively sloped curve. So this demand curve is a negatively sloped downward sloping curve showing inverse and negative relation between price and quantity demanded. So what is demand curve? So demand curve is a graphical presentation of demand schedule. When we graphically present this table, so we get a demand curve. So demand curve is a graphical presentation of demand schedule showing inverse relation between price and quantity demanded. So this demand curve is showing what? this demand curve is showing negative relation between price and demand, that when the price is this, quantity demanded is this, and when the price falls, then quantity demanded increases. So whatever curve we get demand curve, because this demand curve showing price and quantity demanded relationship, which is the inverse and negative relation. So this demand curve is also a negatively sloped curve. So this is the meaning of demand schedule and demand curve. I hope it is clear to everyone. And please note down the meaning of demand schedule and demand curve, which I explain in voice message in your fair copy. Thank you and Jai Hind.